Have you ever noticed that the harder you try to hold your life together, the more it seems to fall apart? You try to control everything: the future, people, relationships, money, your own thoughts. Yet somehow, peace still escapes you. And maybe the cruelest part is this: you can be surrounded by people and still feel completely alone. You can achieve success and still feel empty. You can smile all day, while your mind quietly destroys itself at night. But according to ancient Buddhist wisdom, this suffering is not happening by accident. In fact, you may be suffering because of something you do every single day, without even realizing it. And once you understand this truth, you may never look at life the same way again. Over 2,500 years ago, a man who had everything: wealth, comfort, status, power, walked away from it all. Why? Because he discovered something terrifying. No amount of comfort could protect people from pain. No amount of money could stop loss. No relationship could guarantee permanence. No success could silence fear. This man later became known as the Buddha, and his greatest realization was painfully simple. Most human suffering is self-created, not because life is cruel, not because fate hates you, but because we spend our lives resisting truths that cannot be changed. We chase things that disappear. We cling to people who leave. We fight battles inside our own minds, and then wonder why peace feels impossible. Today, I want to share with you 7 dark Buddhist lessons for inner peace. Not soft motivational quotes, not fake positivity, but uncomfortable truths. The kind that hurt at first, yet quietly set you free. Stay until the end, because the final lesson might completely change how you see pain forever. Lesson 1. The more you chase happiness, the more you suffer. Here is one of Buddhism's darkest truths. The desperate pursuit of happiness often creates suffering. Think about it. Most people spend their entire lives saying, "I'll be happy when I get the relationship, when I make more money, when I lose weight, when people finally understand me, when life becomes easier." But what happens? You reach the destination, and the happiness fades. Then your mind creates a new condition, a new target, a new problem. You are thirsty again. Buddhists call this attachment. Attachment is not love. Attachment is dependence. It is the belief that, "I need this thing to feel okay." And the moment your peace depends on something temporary, suffering quietly begins. Because everything changes. People change. Bodies change. Money changes. Life changes. Nothing stays. And yet, humans spend their entire lives pretending things will remain the same. Imagine holding water tightly in your hands. The harder you squeeze, the faster it slips away. Life works the same way. Peace comes not from possessing everything, but from loosening your grip. The Buddha once taught, pain is inevitable. Suffering is optional. Pain will visit everyone. Loss will come. Heartbreak will happen. But suffering grows when we say, "This should not be happening," instead of, "This is part of being human." And strangely enough, acceptance is where peace quietly begins. Lesson 2. People will leave. And that is life. This next lesson is painful, but necessary. Not everyone in your life is meant to stay. Some people are seasons, not forever. Yet most suffering comes from one dangerous belief: this person will always be here. We become attached. We build emotional homes inside people. We depend on them for meaning. Then one day, they leave. Sometimes through betrayal, sometimes distance, sometimes death. And suddenly, your world collapses. Why? Because without realizing it, you made another human being responsible for your emotional survival. Buddhist wisdom teaches something difficult: love deeply, but never cling. Because clinging creates fear. Fear creates anxiety, and anxiety destroys peace. Think about how many nights people spend suffering, not because someone left, but because they cannot accept that they left. The mind replays memories, conversations, regrets. What if only? And slowly, the past becomes a prison. But here is the truth most people never hear. Sometimes people leave to teach you who you are without them. Not every ending is punishment. Sometimes it is transformation. The tree loses its leaves, but it does not die. It waits, quietly, patiently, knowing spring eventually returns. And maybe your peace begins the moment you stop chasing people who already decided to walk away. But if losing people hurts, there is something even more dangerous. Something Buddhism warns us about again and again. A prison so invisible, most people never escape it. And the worst part? You carry this prison inside your own mind. Lesson 3. Maybe the reason you never feel at peace. Lesson 3. Your mind is lying to you. There is a prison, more dangerous than loneliness, more painful than heartbreak, and most people never even realize they are trapped inside it. That prison is the mind. Buddhism teaches something shocking. You are not your thoughts. Read that again. Because most people spend their entire lives believing every thought their mind produces. I'm not enough. My life is falling apart. People secretly hate me. I'll never recover. I missed my chance. The mind speaks, and we obey. Without question, without resistance. But have you ever noticed something strange? Your mind can create suffering. Even when nothing bad is happening, you can be safe, yet anxious, loved, yet insecure, successful, yet terrified. Because suffering often begins long before reality arrives. The Buddha compared the human mind to a wild monkey, jumping endlessly from fear to memory, to regret, to fantasy, never resting, never still. And here is the dark truth. Most people do not suffer from life. They suffer from the story they tell themselves about life. Imagine this. 2 people lose their jobs. One thinks, my life is over. The other thinks, this hurts, but maybe something better is coming. Same event, different suffering. Because pain is real, but interpretation changes everything. Buddhist wisdom teaches us to observe the mind, instead of becoming it. When fear arrives, watch it. When anger appears, observe it. When sadness visits, sit beside it. Do not become it. Because emotions are weather, and weather always changes. The problem is, most people build permanent homes inside temporary storms. Lesson 4. You cannot heal while fighting reality. One of the greatest causes of suffering is resistance. We resist aging. We resist endings. We resist pain. We resist uncomfortable truths. We whisper to ourselves, this should not be happening. But Buddhism asks a painful question. What if your suffering comes from arguing with reality? Think about how exhausting life becomes when you constantly fight what already exists. The breakup happened. The mistake happened. The betrayal happened. The loss happened. Yet the mind keeps screaming, no, this isn't fair. This shouldn't have happened. And so, pain becomes suffering. Not because of what happened, but because reality was rejected. Imagine standing in the middle of a storm, yelling at the rain to stop. Would the storm care? No, you would only exhaust yourself. Buddhist wisdom teaches, acceptance is not weakness. Acceptance does not mean approval. It means, I stop fighting what already exists. And strangely, the moment you stop resisting pain, pain begins losing power. There is peace in surrender, not surrendering your dreams, not surrendering your future, but surrendering the war inside your own mind. Some things cannot be fixed. Some chapters cannot be rewritten. Some people cannot be convinced to love you, and that hurts. But peace arrives the moment you stop asking reality to become something it never was. Lesson 5. Nothing lasts forever. And that is what makes life beautiful. This may be Buddhism's saddest lesson, and somehow, its most comforting. Everything ends. Every relationship, every season, every emotion, every version of yourself. One day, the people you love will disappear. One day, you will leave this world too. Dark thought? Maybe. But Buddhists see this differently, because impermanence gives life meaning. Imagine if flowers never died. Would they still feel beautiful? Imagine sunsets lasted forever. Would anyone stop to admire them? Things matter, because they end. Pain hurts because love mattered. Loss hurts because connection was real. And perhaps the reason we suffer so deeply is because we want temporary things to become permanent. We want certainty, guarantees, forever. But forever was never promised. This realization changes everything, because suddenly, small moments become sacred. A conversation, a laugh, a quiet morning, a hug you almost ignored. You begin to understand. Life was never meant to be controlled, only experienced. And maybe inner peace begins when you stop demanding permanence from an impermanent world. But there are still 2 final lessons left, and the next one may be the hardest truth Buddhism ever teaches, because it explains why some people stay miserable for decades, while others somehow find peace, even after losing everything. Lesson 6. Stop waiting for life to become easier. Here is a truth most people spend their lives avoiding. Life was never supposed to be easy. And strangely enough, accepting this might free you, because many people secretly believe, one day, life will finally calm down. One day, the stress will disappear, the problems will stop, the anxiety will vanish, everything will finally make sense. But life does not work that way. Every season carries struggle. As one problem leaves, another quietly arrives. You gain money, and fear losing it appears. You fall in love, and fear heartbreak follows. You heal, and life tests you again. The Buddha understood this deeply. He taught that suffering is not a mistake. It is part of existence, and the people who suffer most are often the ones constantly waiting for pain to end before allowing themselves to feel peace. Think about that. How many years have people wasted saying, "I'll relax when, I'll be happy after, I'll feel peaceful once." But peace delayed often becomes peace denied. Buddhist wisdom says, peace is not found after the storm. Peace is learned inside the storm. The calm person is not someone without problems. The calm person is someone who stopped expecting life to obey them. Someone who understands. Hard days will come. People will disappoint me. Loss will happen. Fear will visit. But I do not have to collapse every time pain arrives. There is strength in this understanding. A quiet strength. The kind that doesn't scream. The kind that survives. Because eventually, you stop asking, "Why is this happening to me?" and start asking, "What is this teaching me?" And that question changes everything. Lesson 7. You already carry the peace you're looking for. This final lesson may be the most important of all. Most people spend their lives searching for peace in relationships, in success, in approval, in money, in distractions. They believe, if I just fix enough things, I'll finally feel okay. But Buddhism offers a difficult truth. Peace was never outside of you, and that is terrifying. Because it means nobody is coming to save you. No perfect relationship, no amount of money, no future version of yourself, no achievement, no external thing can permanently silence an unhealed mind. Many people climb mountains, only to discover they brought their suffering with them. Changed jobs, changed cities, changed partners, yet the emptiness remained. Why? Because they changed everything, except themselves. The Buddha once said, "No one saves us but ourselves." Hard truth, but freeing truth, because if suffering can be created inside the mind, then peace can be created there too. Not instantly, not perfectly, but slowly, quietly, moment by moment. Peace begins when you stop chasing, when you stop comparing, when you stop fighting every emotion, when you stop demanding certainty from life. Peace begins when you finally sit with yourself without trying to escape. And maybe the reason you feel exhausted is because you've been carrying the weight of control for too long, trying to control outcomes, people, time, the future. But what if you were never meant to control life? What if you were only meant to experience it, to feel it, to lose, to grieve, to heal, to grow, to let go? And perhaps inner peace is not becoming someone new. Perhaps it is remembering who you were before fear took over. So tonight, Before you fall asleep, ask yourself one question. What suffering am I creating by refusing to let go? Maybe it is a person, maybe regret, maybe fear, maybe the impossible need to control everything. Whatever it is, notice it, sit with it, and gently release your grip. Because peace does not arrive when life becomes perfect. Peace arrives when you stop demanding perfection from life. You do not need all the answers today. You do not need to heal overnight. You do not need to have everything figured out. Just breathe, slowly, quietly, and remember this. Even the darkest storms eventually run out of rain, and maybe, just maybe, the peace you've been searching for has been waiting inside you all along. If this message found you at the right moment, take a quiet moment to reflect. And remember, healing often begins in silence.